Hello everyone, this is Aaron Team 2. Today I'm going to show you a demo of our GT Movie Store web application slash website. Now, we did upload this on pythonanywhere.com, so this will work on any device as long as it is connected to the internet. And so this is our initial link, rexwell.pythonanywhere.com. This is where you will end up when you first open it. And so as a user, of course, we would want to know more about our website. And so we can click on our navbar here, our About page. And so this will bring us to About. At Movie Store, we offer a vast digital library that spans across genres, ensuring there's something for every movie lover. So this tells us that this is a movie store. That wasn't obvious enough. And so our user will know what this app slash website is about. And so actually right now I'm logged in as an admin. Let's do log out and we're back here again. And so we want to make a registered user like functionality. And notice that now that we are an unregistered user, we don't have access to a tab called orders. And so that will show up later. But first of all, let's make a new account. Let's sign up. So if we sign up, let's say user123, we'll add in user@email.com and make some arbitrary password for it. And if we sign up, that brings us to our login page. Now, if we do it, we can log in with our guy here, and that should bring us in. Now that we are logged in, we can, of course, see our orders tab, which was previously missing. And so we have access to About, Movies, Cart, and Orders. First, let's take a look at movies. So right now we have a catalog of 10 movies. We have Avatar, Avengers, Inside Out, Lion King, all the good stuff. Let's say I want to check out Avatar. So we'll have our title, of course. We have our description, a price, the movie poster right here on the right, and we have some reviews. We have a review by Rexwell. Great movie, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Let's say Rexwell's review is very persuasive. I want to buy this movie now. So we can add that to the cart. And so this is our shopping cart. It shows ID, name, price, and quantity. And it will show us the total to pay here. So let's say we had more than one movie. Let's say not just Avatar. Let's say we have Avengers Endgame. But then we also decide to add, let's say Avengers Infinity War. Sure. So now we can see that our total to pay is now $30. Now, we could also change our minds. We could remove all movies from the cart. And so that removes everything. So let's go back to movies and let's get Avatar. And let's say I want to buy just Avatar. So click purchase and it'll give us purchase completed. Congratulations, purchase completed. Order number is 5. Now our orders, which is basically the items that the movies that we've bought, will show up in our orders tab. So order number 5, this means we are the 5th person to order from our website. The date of purchase, the total price, as well as what we did buy. And let's say, I finished the movie, and let's say it's a great movie. So we can go back here, and we can create a review. So let's say 9 out of 10, great movie, must watch, must watch. And we can add review. As you can see now, it shows up right under Rexwell's review. So we have 9 out of 10, great movie, must watch. Now let's say, oh no, I put in 9 instead of 10. So we could edit this and we could change it. 10 out of 10, great movie, must watch. And if we click edit, it shows our changes right away. And let's say it's been a couple years down the line and some drama hits this movie and I don't want to be associated with it anymore. Of course, user123 here can just click delete and review's gone. So that should be everything for our movies, cart, and orders. Now, let's say user123 wants to change his password because a breach in security was recently made. So you could change his password. So it'll want the old password as well as a new one. So I'm going to make a new one, which is noticeably longer. We change password, and that let's log out. And now if we want to log in, user123, and let's try our old password. It doesn't work. But then once we do our noticeably longer new password, we can log in. There we go. And one last thing, before we move on to our admin page, we can reset our password. So here, actually the reset I'm going to show using our local version because it currently doesn't work using the Python Anywhere version, the web version. And so let's say I put in an email in here. Last time it was user, I believe it was user email at email.com. And if we reset password, the reset password email sent, and if I open up PyCharm, it does show up here as a post and get request for accounts/reset password, and reset password done. So it does work, just that it hasn't been implemented as a email sent yet. And so now let's go back here to our web version, and we can go into our admin view by typing in admin/admin. Our user and password should be admin, and then password is the admin's password. We log in, and it'll show up the recent actions, which these are some of the things that I did as an admin. We have users, items, orders, movies, and reviews. So let's first take a look at users. We can see all of our registered users as well as their email addresses, their staff status. So as you can see, the admin is the only one with staff status because, of course, we are the admin. If need be, let's say a user does some nefarious things, we could delete them. We can also look at their last login and date joined. We can see their permissions, and we can also assign them. Let's say they did something good and we want to hire these people, we can assign them as a staff or as a super user. Right now, they are active in an active user, and that's because this is a new account. But right here it just says unselect this instead of deleting accounts, because we probably shouldn't be deleting just because, let's say they're inactive and they haven't logged in a while, we probably don't want to be deleting. Delete, I would say, is probably useful if we want to really get rid of an account, let's say because it was a bot or because it's doing some nefarious things. And so here we can see that the admin can't take a look at the user's password, which is a good thing because that means we are keeping the user's like passwords or personal information private. And so next, let's take a look at items. So these are some of the items that are in carts. We have Avatar and Avengers Endgame. This just means 5 Avatar. So let's see here. This means we have 2 orders for Avatar, one from admin and one from user, and it shows here as order, and it shows the quantity as well. And so orders, we can open that up. So user 123 order 5, this was the one that we just made. If we open that up, we can see the total, which is $10. So that's correct. But let's say we make a mistake, we want to charge more or we want to charge less, more or less, and we could obviously change that. Or we could delete it if the order is completely wrong. So next, let's take a look at our movies. So we can take a look at movies. So this is our list of movies. We have Avatar, Avatar, Avengers, and all the good stuff. We can choose to add movie. So let's say we had the second Inside Out. Let's say I wanted to add the first one, so Inside Out. All of our movies so far have been $10, so let's do Inside Out at a discounted price, let's say $9 or even $8. Hell. And we can put in our description for Inside Out. The first inside out, must watch with the family. And of course we can choose our image, which serves as the poster. We have our inside out poster right here. We can save, and it shows up right here as our ID number 11. And the reason why it's here instead of down here is because we have this alphabetically aligned. And so, A at the top and T at the bottom. So finally, we can also take a look at our reviews. So right now we only have one review for Avatar, and that was the one by Rexwell. He says, great movie, 10 out of 10, would recommend. Let's say the admin, for whatever reason, wanted to edit this, maybe because there was some profanity in it or something that didn't align with our site's principles, then obviously he could change this comment here and press save, and that would change it. Or another thing the admin can do is actually add his review as well from the admin page. Now, of course, as an admin, we could go back to the regular site and then log in and then add a review from there, which would probably be preferable just because we have that added UI design. But we could also change it from here, just that it's a little bit more complicated or harder to do because it is less coordinated. Actually, lastly, we did make that movie for Inside Out, so let's check if that's worked in our main site. So I'm still logged in as an admin, and if we check out movies, it should, yep, it appears right down here, Inside Out. And so that should be it for our demo. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.